Hey, what's up everyone? Practice video for Rayburn. I'm gonna do more explanations in all my videos from here on out and just showing y'all fish. And here's why. I see it, but I don't know if everyone else sees it. And what I'm talking about is like, I want y'all to really focus on the days leading up to events, like what I was doing and how the fish changed. So like in this video, really pay attention. Watch how I was barely catching any fish. The ones I were catching, I was having to go slow. I mean, I was having to throw like wacky rigs and stuff. And if you see me throwing like frogs around and stuff, like the reason I would pick up a wacky rig is because they'd miss it. Like they wouldn't really blow up on it. And so like everything was super slow, super boring, super like they weren't active. And then you can kind of see it start to change over days. And that's really what it's all about. That's really all I'm looking for. Spots to me, I've said this 1,000 times to people and people still don't believe me about Rayburn and about these so-called spots I have. Man, if you watch this whole evolution of what happened. I didn't fish any spots. I just fished the pattern and I just ran patterns. That's all I did. That's all I ever do. But I had to figure out what was going on and how the mood of the fish were. It really meant a lot to me. Obviously, I'm gonna fish certain areas, but spots of like throwing in there and catching them like one after another, you can watch. I never do that. So pay attention to that. Really watch, and you have to watch my practice videos all the way through to my tournament videos, all the way through to even the juice videos, because that way I can explain everything. And if you watch all three of them, you'll see. So anyways, here's the first one. Check out my practice video and really pay attention on how over the days it progressed along, and to where, man, like the final, like the very end, I figured it all out in the last 2 hours, and you can see it. So anyways, enjoy. It's tough. So here's the problem. A couple things going on. One, and maybe the biggest problem, so I got to pay attention to this, or I got to, like, you know, I got to keep this in mind, and I always see it every year. We're 2 days past the big bass splash. 6,000 people, 12,000. Man, it's ridiculous how many people are out here. And in years past, the week after that tournament, it is like the hardest thing to do is to go catch a fish. If you do catch fish, I'd say a third of those fish have hook marks in them, where they've already been caught. So I mean, we're talking a lot of fish get caught, and I'm not saying they get weighed in or anything, but they still get caught. 3-pounders get caught, thrown back. So it just gets really, really, really hard to catch fish. Put in the fact that the water's, it's mid-April, but the water's still cold. So, and what happens is what's bad about that is, yes, fish are spawning. The problem is it's not moving along fast enough. So, which might be a good thing. I might find some fish on beds. But there's no shad spawn going on. There's no perch beds going on. There's nothing else going on. So the fish don't get very reactive on things. They get very dormant, and they get kind of difficult to catch. It's hard to, like, put a pattern together. From what I've seen today, the fishing's really, really slow. They're not very active. They barely come up and hit. You have to work everything really slow. So that being said, we're still a week away. It's starting to warm up. Maybe some things change. So far it's not looking, I'm not saying fishing is going to be bad. It's just not looking good yet. But it's a nice day. That's first day of practice. Now I'm gonna take a couple days off now. Day 2, it's not consecutive days. I got, this day is gonna be my last day this week, and then I'll take off, let's see, 2 or 3 days, just because weather for one, some soccer games for another, and I'm not sure about the other. Our weather is going to be really crazy. Man, I can't figure out this weather this year. I just heard that they were calling for like 40-mile-an-hour winds Wednesday before the event. Anyways, we're going to go out here, see if we can get more than 10 bites. That's the goal. 10 bites that weigh more than 8 pounds, because that's pretty much what I had the other day. So, going to do a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I said, I'm not saying this is the right thing to do, but I've kind of just started figuring out that, like, man, I'm just going to go out there and try some newer stuff days before the event. And then once the event starts, man, or once like 2 or 3 days before the event is, I'll kind of go back to doing what I'm used to doing, but I just really want to go check stuff out. Stuff I've never done before. See if any of it works. Never know, I might learn something. I always want to learn something on Rayburn. So, yeah, that's it. That's where we're going. We'll see how the day turns out. Hello? Oh, pretty good.
Appreciate you doing this. Are you fishing Pickwick?
No, I'm actually not fishing that one.
Okay. You just fishing these southern?
No, I'm fishing the centrals, but man, like the schedule got all. It's a long story, but I'm fishing the rest of the centrals, just not that one.
You won't hear any of the music or any of that stuff. They'll put all of that in later.
Okay.
And we will, this will hit. And welcome back to you, folks. Bassmaster Ray. A guy, we have never had this guy on before, but he is a flat out stud, especially when it comes to fishing Texas. Really, when it comes to fishing anywhere. He had a great career with FLW, made almost $1 million over there. He is fishing the opens with Bassmaster, looking to get to the elites. You have seen him on the Pro Team Journal show, which he's done a tremendous job on. I think he's been on with Zona a few times as well. Todd Castledine joins us now. Todd, welcome to the show. How are you, man?
Oh, pretty good. I appreciate it.
All right, man. I appreciate you doing it.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye. I mean, I'm assuming you've had some more. You've had a couple more bites, maybe.
What are you talking about? I've had one bite all day. Had one bite all day. Oh, there's a bite. Well, I might have just figured it out.
Oh, God.
Dude, first cast.
Really? Up there super shallow with the prawn.
Well, I've done that for freaking hours.
How big is that?
2-pounder.
A what?
2-pounder.
Oh.
First cast though. This is basically my biggest fish in 2 days. Told you. Treasure fish in the lake. Gilbert's got a freaking giant on. Keep that one down, Gilbert.
I'm trying.
Gilbert's over here freaking hanging out. God dang, Gilbert. You couldn't. You see that? Freaking, look how bad he is at that. Are you watching this, Jason?
What do you want me to do, dude?
Man, just let Zach in front of everyone. Gilbert's not coming practicing with me anymore. All he does is stick on my fish.
What the hell is that on?
What do you think it's on? Bait I told him to keep throwing?
You think?
How big is that? 5 or 6?
Something like that.
Let me see it. Oh, that's what you caught it on? That's, I can't do it. I can't do it. Are you kidding me?
They don't hit that.
When did you catch that off?
Okay, what do you think? What do you think?
No.
Huh?
When did you catch that off?
You can guess it. No, come on.
Rattle trap?
Oh my gosh. How bad is that? How bad is that, Jason? It's not, and it's not even worth. It's not even worth like throwing it.
It's definitely not.
Cause me and you could go throw that for days and never catch a fish. Guys, if they hung up on fish and stuff in the water. That's all he does. If he's not hung on a fish, he's hung on something. Normally it's a bush. He likes to throw up bushes.
Does he catch him in the mouth or the side?
No, he catches him in the mouth. Bush is the, bush is the.
Like,
Oh, you didn't pick that up?
You know me? Right
Yeah,
there.
he just left this line out there in the water
Right.
for someone else to meet
Trolling
one
mode.
day. God. Gotta clean up Gilbert's mess. Look at that, Gilbert. You could be throwing this right here.
What is it?
Man, it's probably a rattle trap. Darn right it's a rattle trap. I'll tell you whose rattle trap it is. I guarantee Jason can tell me what rattle trap I got on right here. I just picked up out of the water.
What's going on?
There's a rattle trap on the end of it. Okay? Think about what kind of rattle trap is it and what color is it? Before you answer, think.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. But don't guess, you know it.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said I totally know.
You know, you're the only one that would know what color this is. You, this, man, I worry about you sometimes.
Oh, it don't like crawl.
There you go. Huh?
That's great, dude.
About 80 yards of line.
White crawl rattle trap. I catch old beat up looking ones. So while we're over here trying to get bit, this guy's not gonna like my cast, right?
That's one of your FLW Tour pros. That's MTX. That's one of them hammers. I mean, if it was me, I'd try to go a little bit like closer to the bank side. See how it's just going right there where you're at.
Yeah.
Like a moron. Like a complete moron.
We're not fishing over there. He's the only one on the lake.
Yeah, that's because he fishes FLW, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's just, he fishes FLW, dude, so it's cool.
Whatever you got. Damn, GoPro going or not. Don't care. Ain't no freaking damn reason. Ain't no reason at all.
Man, if we were keeping crappie, we'd have a good mess, huh?
God dang it. I don't know, just something told me to go up in the hay for a second.
Yeah.
And they were up there even shallower. Like, you're up there in the dirt. But it's just single blow up, you know? There's one. Got one. Got him.
How big?
Not big, but he's keeper though.
Yeah.
Spook. I wanted to set the hook. I wanted to see how big it was. Actually, a pretty darn good one.
Yeah.
A lot bigger than I thought. There's one. I don't know. That one fish?
I just had one swirl on it right there. I never got it though.
There's
Yeah,
that.
just that.
I had one swirl right there too.
Did you?
I just finally had another. Oh, is that on yours?
Yeah.
How big was that?
I don't know. I think he's still on.
No, that's a good one, dude.
I don't know if that may have been wrong.